I just want to remind everybody to work within their limits during these workouts. So we have a certain number of reps, or it might be timed. And if you don't get as many reps in as we're demonstrating, that's okay. Or if you want it to be more challenging and add more reps, that's fine too. Also, listen to your body. If you have pain somewhere, don't work through that pain. We're here to take care of our bodies, to be healthy and be active, and we don't want to injure ourselves along the way. So make sure you modify things when you need to, or skip things when you need to, okay? Pain is not a good thing, but hopefully have fun and work hard. Hi guys, Erica and Lauren here again for another home workout. So grab some open space and a mat and let's get started. So we're gonna do a little movement prep here. We're gonna start with 5 inchworms to toe taps. So Erica's gonna start with her arms straight up in the air, reach down for her toes, carefully walk her hands out to a push-up position where her shoulders are right over her hands, and then she's going to poke her butt up in the air, reaching across to her opposite foot. Okay, she's gonna do both sides, and then she's gonna walk her hands back, stand up tall again, and continue with that. 4 more times. All right, being mindful of the position of her back. You want to be in a nice, strong plank position as you go into that inchworm, and then stay nice and straight from your hands to your tailbone as you reach back for your toes. All right, and breathing's important while you do these things as well. All right, looking good there, Erica. And she's got 1 more. Big reach back, and then all the way back up. All right, the next one we're gonna go to a pigeon circle. So you're gonna get down, get your front leg about 90 degrees in front of you. All right, you're gonna keep your back knee off of the ground, and we're gonna do 5 circles clockwise with the hips, getting a big stretch through her glute and her hip area. And then we're gonna do 5 circles counterclockwise. Once she's finished with that, she's gonna switch to the other side. Now, as she switches to the other side, we're going to show you a modification. If that is too hard on your knees, you can always roll over onto your back and do a figure 4 stretch this way, crossing your ankle over your knee, grabbing the back of your opposite leg, and pulling it into your chest. Remember, you want this to be a dynamic warm-up. We're preparing our body for our workout, so we're going to move through each stretch, breathing and getting a little bigger stretch through each repetition. Right, so that's an alternative to the other pigeon. So last one she's going to do is in quadruped position. You're going to get a big stretch for the adductor as well as some rotation. So she's going to start with her hands right under her shoulders, her knees right under her hips. She's going to straighten the right leg out to the side. We want to be mindful of the position her back is in. Tailbone's nice and high. It's not arched. It's not tucked under. All right, she's going to take a deep breath in, and as she breathes out, she's going to sit her butt back towards her foot. All right, so we're going to rock back 5 times here, and on her 5th one, she's going to stay back there so that it keeps her lower back, her lumbar spine, in the right position. Now she's going to take her left hand, put it behind her head, and she's going to breathe in and then breathe out as she opens up towards the ceiling. Now her right arm, she's really going to push off of the ground so she can get a really good rotation through this middle thoracic spine. And again, we're sitting back here so that our lumbar spine is locked and stable here. All right, then she's going to switch to the other side. Left leg's out to the side. Again, nice neutral spine. Breathing out as she sits her butt back to her heel. Going for 5 repetitions. Once she's done with 5, her right hand is going to go behind her head. She's going to take a deep breath in as she reaches her elbow to her wrist, and she's going to breathe out as she opens up towards the ceiling. Again, staying still through her back, lower back, and moving through her middle back. All right, go through 5 repetitions there. Eyes follow the elbow, so your head is moving with it, and then she's going to come on up. And then we're going to get ready for our workout. All right, for the first little circuit, we're doing 4 exercises 3 times through. So we're going to start with some Superman planks. So we're going to get into a push-up position. All right, again, shoulders right over her hands, core nice and tight. And from here, she's gonna reach her right arm forward and her left leg slightly off of the ground, trying to maintain a nice straight line with her body the whole time. All right, she's gonna go for 8 repetitions on each side. Now, if these are too challenging for you, you can go down to a quadruped position and do Supermans this way. So opposite arm and leg. Now, what's really important with these, a lot of times I see people do these incorrectly and they get a lot of movement through their lower back. The arm and leg is trying to basically distract you from keeping your core braced and keeping your spine neutral. So you need to be able to maintain that while you're working through your reach. And think of being long with your arm and leg. You don't want to lift too high with it. All right, so from there, we're gonna get right into a little cardio move. Erica's gonna stand up and go to some 180 squat jumps. All right, let's see what she's got. So we're gonna do 8 each side. So she's gonna do 8 jumps, turn into her left, and 8 jumps, turn into her right. Now, you work at a depth that is comfortable for you. Be mindful of how your knees are feeling and drive off those heels. You want a nice soft landing. Getting nice and tall through your hips. Use your arms to help you drive up. So as you're loading up, the arms are going down. As you are pushing off the ground, she's supposed to be the one that's in shape here. She has 8 each side, 16 jumps is a lot of jumps. She doesn't know how to count. I'm blonde. All right, so we're gonna give her a second to catch her breath. I'm good, keep going. All right, so next we're going to some push-ups with rotation. So when you get set up with these push-ups, you're gonna have your feet about the width of your shoulders so that you have enough room for them to turn side to side like windshield wipers. So she's gonna go into her push-up. As she comes up, she's going to rotate so she's in a side plank. So the goal of this is to keep your body stiff as a board the whole time, and when you rotate, be mindful not to over-rotate. We want to get her shoulders stacked. She's not going to rotate beyond that. So we're going to do 6 rotations each side, a total of 12 push-ups. Now, if you're not ready for these push-ups, you can always modify it by just doing a regular push-up or also doing push-ups on your knees. Or if you have a countertop nearby, you can elevate your upper body and do push-ups that way. However, whatever works for you. All right, total of 12 push-ups. Make sure you're breathing as you come up out of those. And staying really strong through her middle section the whole time. All right, having fun yet? So, next, into another cardio move. So she's gonna do a shuffle with a tap on the floor. So we're gonna do 8 shuffles each direction. All right, this is another one where you wanna make sure you are getting low through your hips and your knees. You don't wanna be bending from your back. So if you're tight to your hips and you're not able to touch the ground, that's okay. Stay at a depth that your hips and knees can handle, and make sure you're breathing the whole time. Again, really strong through your back and getting low through your hips. All right, so one time through. Now we're going again. All right, she doesn't need a rest. That's good. She's in better shape than I am. Okay, so next we're gonna go back to those Superman planks. Okay, so she's in that really strong neutral spine. Breathing as she reaches, going for 8 each side, getting really long from her fingers to her heels. Make sure she's keeping tension through her body the whole time. Good. All right, 8 each side. See if she does a better job counting this time. All right, now we're back to those 180 squat jumps. Using the arms, loading up, dropping the arms down as you load up, reaching those arms out as you explode. Nice soft landing. I don't want to hear her feet. Let's see if she can land a little softer. She's going 8, turn into her left, and then 8 more jumps, turn into her right. Good. You're almost there, Erica. You get a little burn yet? All right, nice job. All right, after her last jump, she's going back to her push-ups. This time I'm going to have her alternate sides. So she's going to rotate once to her left and then to her right. Again, keeping her body in a nice straight line, staying really long from the top of her head all the way down through her feet. Breathing out as she pushes up and letting those feet turn to the side. And make sure you're keeping your feet wide enough so that you have enough room to work. If your feet are too narrow on this one, it might be a little hard to get the rotation in. We're doing a total of 12 push-ups. Remember, you can always modify them depending on your strength with your push-ups. Here we go, Erica. Almost done. Nice job. Next, into another cardio move. So she's gonna do a shuffle with a tap on the floor. So we're gonna do 8 shuffles each direction. All right, this is another one where you wanna make sure you are getting low through your hips and your knees. You don't wanna be bending from your back. So if you're tight to your hips and you're not able to touch the ground, that's okay. Stay at a depth that your hips and knees can handle, and make sure you're breathing the whole time. Again, really strong through your back and getting low through your hips. All right, so our next circuit of exercises, we're gonna start with some quadruped one-arm tees. So Erica's going to get on her hands and knees in that quadruped position again, making sure her hands are under her shoulders, knees are under her hips, her spine is neutral, and she's going to lift her right arm. She's gonna make a fist, thumb up towards the ceiling. She's gonna lift her right arm up towards the ceiling, really bringing her shoulder blade back here, maintaining that stable core. She's gonna grip the ground with her left hand. She's also going to be gripping the ground with her feet so that we're active. If I came over and pushed her, she's active through her core. She's creating tension through her body. All right, after 10 reps, she's going to switch to the other side. Now, the main thing is getting a good repetition here. If you want a little more of a challenge, you can hover off of the ground in that bear crawl position and do them that way. So she's going to do 10 again, retracting the shoulder blade, keeping the thumb up towards the ceiling. That's going to keep her shoulder in the right position, and staying as level as she can through her hips and shoulders while she does that. All right, good job, Erica. Next one, we're going to do a little cardio interval again. So we're just doing a good old-fashioned mountain climber. Okay, so back to that push-up position. She's going to go for 60 mountain climbers total, 30 each side. Now, with these, as people do them, I see a lot of butts start to crawl up in the air. So you want to work hard to keep your shoulders right over your hands, keep your tailbone in line with your shoulders, core really strong, and she's doing them across the body. All right, working hard, breathing hard, 60 total. All right, you can challenge yourself, work as quickly as you can with those. All right, do you need a towel? No, you're good? Okay. So next, we're going to go to some reverse lunge to forward lunges. So these will challenge your balance a little bit. So you're going to take a big step back, going into your reverse lunge, and then a big drive forward to the front. All right, we're going to do a total of 8 each direction. So it's 16 total on this side. Big push off of that front leg. Now, when you're doing a lunge, that front heel should not come up off of the ground. Okay? And we're going to switch sides. Her right leg now, when she stands up, she's driving through the heel. And her front leg, her left leg, when she's pushing off, we want to make sure that heel is down. Again, the knee should not be moving over the toe. She's dropping straight down and then driving back. Good. All right. Last one, she's going into some jumping jacks. 30 jumping jacks as quickly as she can. All right. Again, be mindful of your core, staying strong through the middle. Make sure you're breathing. Nice soft feet. And just working as hard as you can with these. The goal is to get your heart rate up. How you doing, Erica? Great. Can you count to 30?
No.
All right, we're almost there. Good. All right, we're going right to round 2. Same thing, so we're gonna start with those quadruped tees again. We've got 10 each side. Again, we're in a good flat back position. Thumb is up towards the ceiling. And we're creating tension through our entire body. So the hand that's on the ground is gripping the ground. The toes are gripping the ground. So that, again, if I come over and I push her, she's rock solid. She's getting the most out of that exercise. Creating stability through that right shoulder while she's working the left. All right? Right from there, we're gonna go back to the mountain climbers. All right, so she went across the body the first set, so let's switch it up and let's go elbows, or knees to the elbows this time. So it's just gonna be a little to the outside. Yeah, there we go. All right, so 60 total. Again, staying really stable through her shoulders, really strong through her core, and making sure you're breathing. Now, if these are too tough on the knees, you can always slow these down and just do a slow march without so much impact. All right, so 60 total. All right, back to the reverse lunge to forward lunge. Big step back, drive off that left leg, nice soft landing on her right foot. Good, she's using her arms for momentum. Going 8 forward, 8 back, and then we'll switch legs. Good. Now, I'm gonna give you a modification. If you're losing your balance or these are a little too hard, you can just do a regular split squat. So she's gonna go down onto her knee and just go up and down from that position there. You can even hold on to something for balance. A little easier on the knees. Good old-fashioned split squat. All right, last one, finishing with her jumping jacks. She's got 30 total again, as quickly as she can. So it's not balls. Don't slip on your sweat. Here we go. If you're working out with a friend or a partner, you can see who gets your 30 jumping jacks done the fastest. Use each other to challenge each other, push each other. All right, nice job, Erica. All right, last circuit here. So we're gonna start with some plank to push-ups. Now these are a tough one, so you can do these on your knees if you're not ready to do them with your knees off the ground. All right, so strong plank position. You're gonna lower herself down to her elbows one at a time and then push herself back up. So she's gonna do 8 each side, dropping down with her right arm and then pushing up with her right arm. And then she'll alternate and do 8 on the other side. And this is another one where we wanna stay really strong through the legs. Quads are nice and strong, glutes are nice and tight, and the core is nice and tight. Okay, so not only is this an upper body exercise, but we're resisting any kind of rotation through the core while you're doing this one. Staying rock solid there and making sure you're breathing. All right, good job with those, Erica. After that, she's gonna go to some squat jacks, okay? If jumping is no good for you, you can just do a regular squat. We'll want a nice soft landing. We're gonna start with the feet together. We're gonna jump to about shoulder width and drop the hips down. And again, we wanna be moving from the hips and the knees. We're not bending from the back, and we're absorbing that landing. Be kind to your joints in your body.
How many?
All right, you've got 20 squat jacks. 20 squat jacks, getting a good burn. All right, next one, we're going to a single leg V-up. So we'll start out flat on your back. Both arms reached up over your head, and we're going to fold in half. Leg nice and straight, using those abdominals to sit up. We don't wanna jerk our necks. We wanna use those abdominals to sit up nice and tall. Now, if your hamstring flexibility is not quite where it needs to be for these, you can also do them with the knee bent. Okay, so you're still gonna try to fold over from the hips, and this is 8 each side. You're gonna fold over at the hips, bringing that knee to the chest, breathing out as you come up, and a nice and easy on the way back down. We don't wanna land too hard on the mat. All right, looking good, Erica. Good. All right, next we're going to lunge stance chops. So 2 ways we can do these. You can do them down in a half kneeling position with your knee on the ground. That's gonna be a little bit easier. Or you can go with your back knee hovering off of the ground, okay? And you're gonna hold on to an imaginary ball and you're gonna chop low to high across the body. Now you're moving as quickly as you can. You're going for 12 chops. And her arms are trying to throw off the balance of the rest of her body. So you've got to stay really strong through your legs, really strong through your core. Okay, just moving from that hip to the opposite shoulder. All right, 12 as quickly as you can. Breathing along the way. Good. All right, nice job, Erica. So we're gonna go through that one more time. We're gonna start with the plank push-ups again, going 8 each arm. Now, it's your choice whether you want to alternate or whether you want to do all 8. Erica's doing it where she's doing 8 pushing up with her right arm and then 8 pushing up with her left arm. But you can always alternate as well. But most importantly, while you're working through this, maintain that strong, neutral spine, embrace the core, nice straight legs. And if you look at the position of her neck, she's in a nice straight line from her crown of her head to her tailbone. She's not looking up towards the wall in front of her. All right, you having fun yet? So now she's going into her squat jacks, 20 squat jacks again. Nice and easy, nice soft landing. Breathing out as she pushes off the ground. Good, again, working, you got 20 reps. Okay, and again, if jumping is no good for you, you can just do a regular squat to whatever depth your body can tolerate. All right, last one. We're going back to the single leg V-ups. Oh, I lied, we have 2 left. So we're going single leg V-ups, okay? So opposite legs, both arms up, folding over again from the hips, okay? It's a little different than a crunch. We're really just folding in half here. And if your hamstrings are too tight, or these are a little too challenging, bend the knee, bring the knee into the chest as you sit up. Aiming for 8 each side of these. Good job, Erica.
Why do I get the hard exercises?
All right. Good job. Last one, we're gonna finish strong with those lunge stance chops again, okay? So the front heel, you wanna make sure it has solid contact with the ground. We're not up on the toes. The back heel, you are up on your toe, okay? And we're hovering off the ground and maintaining our stability as we're working as quickly as we can. Going from the hip to the opposite shoulder. 12 chops, and switching sides. All right, great job, Erica. Thanks for joining us.